Welcome everybody. I wanted to explore Los Santos and Grand Theft Auto Online and expand on some of the real life filming and music spots. As you know, Los Santos is based loosely off Los Angeles, so there's a lot of buildings that actually exist. There's videos you can watch that you can see a lot of the sites, but I wanted to expand on some of these filming and music locations. Maybe shed a little history on some of the spots and show you where you can find it on the map. Thank you for watching. First stop is going to be the Richard Majestic Studio and Back Lot. Based loosely on Paramount Studios and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, otherwise known as MGM Studios. You can see the whole back lots consisting of the large green screens, exterior sets, cameras, cranes, and you'll even notice the red light on the soundstage is always on. That means that they're filming, so you don't want to walk in and out. Richard Majestic Apartment is based on Constellation Place headquarters to MGM, serving as their corporate office. Unfortunately, MGM filed bankruptcy and moved out of Constellation Place in 2011. They moved to Beverly Hills to cut costs. In 1953, the volunteer president of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, E.M. Stewart, he wanted a walk that would maintain the glory of the Hollywood community, whose name literally meant glamour and excitement all around the four corners of the world. He appointed a committee to brainstorm ideas and employed an architect firm, Pereira and Luckman, to develop a specific proposal. Now, the idea for the stars is believed to have come from the ceiling of the historic Hollywood Hotel, where there were stars painted on the ceilings and it had celebrity names on each star. In 1955, it was agreed and approved by the city of Los Angeles. The city actually unveiled 8 stars in 1958 at Hollywood and Highland. Olive Borden, Ronald Colman, Louise Fazenda, Preston Foster, Burt Lancaster, Edward Sedgwick, Ernest Torrance, and Joanne Woodward were the first 8 to have received stars on the Walk of Fame. Next is the Sunset Tower Hotel, which you might recognize as Lux from the hit show Lucifer. The Sunset Tower was actually designed in 1929 by Leland Bryant, opened in 1931. It was home to a lot of great stars such as Howard Hughes, John Wayne. Then later it got repurposed as a luxury hotel, went under the names of St. James Club, the Argyle, and now the Sunset Towers. This is one of my favorite monuments. This is of course, the Vinewood sign, which is supposed to be the Hollywood sign. Originally, the Hollywood sign was built in 1923 to draw attention to a new real estate development just north of Hollywood. And the sign actually read Hollywoodland. And the whole purpose was the sign was to be built to draw attention to the development, but it drew so much recognition that the sign was never taken down. And in 1949, the land part of Hollywoodland was removed, and the rest of the sign was eventually replaced. Over the years, the sign had gone through a lot of abuse, the weather, winds, graffiti, everything. The signs needed to be redone. So they urged people to donate money to help build the signs. And there were 9 donors that each gave $27,778 apiece for each letter to rebuild it. And they rebuilt it out of a stronger structure, metal and cement to keep it intact. The Hollywood Bowl is one of the top concert venues in the U.S. Built in 1919, the site was chosen by William Reed and his son Ellis Reed for outdoor performances by members of the newly formed Theater Arts Alliances. They selected a natural theater, a shaded canyon, and a picnic spot known as Daisy Dell in Bolton Canyon. Its natural acoustics and proximity to Hollywood made it ideal. Opened in 1921, the shell was later replaced in 2003. Greystone Manor, also known as the Doheny Mansion. It was designed by architect Gordon Kaufman. It was built as a gift from oil tycoon Edward Doheny to his son Edward Jr. Through the years, it had a couple of different owners. After the apparent murder-suicide of Doheny, the city of Beverly Hills purchased the estate in '65, and it was established as a park in 1971. The Film Institute ended up using the mansion over the many years. They recorded music videos, movies, and television shows. Such greats like Van Halen recorded a couple of music videos there. Television shows like Arrow, Alias, Columbo, Knight Rider, MacGyver, NCIS, Murder, She Wrote were filmed there, along with Austin Powers, Batman and Robin, Ghostbusters 2, and the Spider-Man movies. It was the Osborne Mansion. It was also used in Rush Hour and The Big Lebowski. The Whiskey A Go-Go, which is Tequila Law here. This is a nightclub that was established in 1964, and it is the home to some of the greatest rock bands and music acts of our generation, such as The Doors, The Byrds, Neil Diamond, The Ramones, even Cliff Burton from Metallica was discovered here.
Yeah, I know it. I'll see you there. That's what we need.
You may recognize this building from the movie Beverly Hills Cop. It's worked in quite a few other films, but that's where I remember it from. This is actually the Beverly Hills City Hall, which was built in 1932. And at the time when it was built, it was the largest and most expensive city hall in the country. It is the home to the Beverly Hills mayor and, of course, the city administration. And if you know me, you'll know that one of my favorite movies is, of course, the Beverly Hills Cop series. And that brings me to the Inglewood oil fields. It's located in the LA basin. It has been a thriving oil field since 1924. It has actually produced almost 400 million barrels. But back in 2021, the LA County Board of Supervisors voted to close the oil field. But movies like LA Confidential, and if you ever watch Beverly Hills Cop 2, you'll see the very awesome gunfight at the end was done at the oil fields. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this, but one of my favorite movies of all time is the movie Herbie. I love the Herbie movies, and I love the remake with Lindsay Lohan, Herbie Fully Loaded. And I did notice that there was a scene filmed at the wind farms when they were getting ready to do that big race in the desert. It looked like everybody was right there in the wind farms before they actually started the race. Which I'm going to assume that was the Altamont Pass Wind Farms located in Alameda County, California, which the wind farms were actually manufactured by Fayette Manufacturing, and they placed the first 2 wind turbines in the early 1980s. It has the largest concentration of wind turbines in the world. Movies also like Hangover 2 was filmed there. If you've ever watched the movie Terminator 2 or Grease, you'll remember the LA River, the culverts for the LA River. The dry, I guess they consider dry river basin that ran through right alongside the city of Los Angeles or Los Santos. That river is actually 51 miles long. It runs from Canoga Park through San Bernardino Valley, downtown LA to Long Beach. There was a concrete channel that was designed to keep it on a fixed course after a series of devastating floods. And it used to be the main water source for LA for many years, until the LA Aqueduct opened in 1913. Well, anyway, thank you for playing along. Please leave any comments, thoughts, or discrepancies in the comment section. Later.